Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. Actually, a whole bunch of new interesting stuff from Rike and Ketrel. Looks like this is all premium stuff, so very cool. I believe all of this is available, so I will link it down in the description. It does help my channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you. Thanks so much to Rike for sending this stuff in. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me here. I know what the first two are. The first two are models they have released before, but these are some of my favorite Rike knives ever. So if they've been sold out and you've been waiting on them to come back in stock, apparently they are, because they just sent me these. And then the other one's a brand new model, but we'll open that one here afterwards. So first up, let's just get into it without reading, because I want it's going to be fun. And I'm also curious to see if there's any actual updates to this model, or if they're just releasing the same thing again. So what do we? Yes, okay. Oh, it is different. It's the compact version. So this is brand new. Okay, so this is the 1902S, I should have noticed, RCF, or small. So if you have ever looked at the 1902, and this was a good idea, because the 1902 is an awesome knife. It's arguably one of Rike's coolest knives. And, you know, for their premium stuff, it's definitely on the more affordable side. It's too big for some people. So this is a compact, oh, this works very well. This is a compact version of this knife, M390. Same darkened tie, which looks really good. The backspacer appears to be new. This is very different than the polished backspacer that we saw on the original. This is the red carbon fiber inlay. I might have to keep one of these for myself. I have a larger 1902 that I have kept. I just really like this model. It's also worth noting the bigger ones have pretty hefty lock bar tension. This appears to have been lightened up slightly for these smaller guys, but still very easy to, you know, I mean, it's still very reliable and heavy. It has that nice heavy detent and nice satisfying break. You can also use the little groove right here that's just outside of the opening hole to deploy it. Are these limited? Yeah, it says number 266. Is that what it says? And then what does it say on this side? The 1902S. Probably didn't need to put that on this side, but this is a really good looking knife. It's definitely a smaller, you know, compact version of the 1902 that works really, really well. I want to see what the other version of this that they sent me. It's a really good EDC size. It feels maybe 7.5. It feels a little larger than something like the Spyderco Para 3. So this one is probably blue. Oh, well, it says blue right there. So it's the same thing, but in blue, which I believe is, they always do this with these releases. So yeah, I think this color actually is complemented better with the gold. Like, the red carbon fiber looks fine. It's just weird to me a little bit. I think this one looks a little bit better. You guys tell me what you think. I actually really like this. This colored carbon fiber stuff has come a long ways. There was a long period of time, I really wish that they had done inlays on both sides. This side looks a little blank. And I can't remember if they do it that way on the full-size ones. But this colored carbon fiber, it used to be so weak. It used to be like 99% black, and then it just looks like, you know, someone took specks of blue Play-Doh and threw it at a screen door and put this behind it. You know, it was just subtle. There's almost no color. So for people who want the colored carbon fiber, it does look a lot better here in recent months and years, for sure. Yeah, I think I like the blue one more, but I like this model a lot overall. I think it's great. Let's actually measure it here real quick before I get into the new model. So these guys are, I was wrong. This is almost exactly the same. It's actually a little shorter than the Para 3. I wonder why it feels so much bigger. It's about 7.2 inches, not quite 7.25. Blade length, though, 3.25, and the cutting edge is 3 inches. So really nice ratios there. And then let's weigh it just real quick. Titanium, milled out pockets for the carbon fiber on one side, and then it doesn't look like any additional milling on the other. Weight on this guy, 3 ounces. So actually, right there that's amazing. Right there in what I would consider to be ultra lightweight territory for a full titanium knife. Balance is immediately behind the pivot where you're going to have your index finger. Pretty good. Even with it being a flipper knife that has a forward choil, that flipper is really subtle right here in this zone that transitions. The only uncomfortable spot, honestly, is choking up in the standard hammer grip right behind the choil, because this just comes out straight and then there's jimping there. So this grip, it's okay down here. There's not a lot of room, right? But with the index finger pushing up against that flipper tab, it's a little bit uncomfortable. Up here, totally fine, which I feel like is where most people are going to hold it anyway. Yeah, it's fine. Not the smoothest out of the box frame lock. It's not that it's not smooth at all. It's that the lock bar tension on these 1902 models, and it appears to have, even with this one being a little bit easier to disengage than the full size, they just have crazy heavy lock bar tension. So it'll probably get better over time. Are these 2 different finishes? Yeah, why does it look... Okay, so just so you guys, if you guys can see this here, the red one, the blade finishes are the same, but the handle finishes, unless I'm crazy, the handle finish on the blue one is a little more matte. This is a little more reflective. You see what I mean? The light. Light's not quite hitting that one the same. It's probably on purpose. It just looks like Man, is it just me? Now I feel like the front side of the blue one... You guys tell me what you think. This looks more reflective than this one. Now this is a brand new Rike Tetra. And this is called the Soulstone 6AL4V, which is grade 5 USA titanium. Kevin Toole is the designer. This is one of those knives where I have no idea what size of object it is. I've only seen pictures of the knife by itself. Oh, it's a big one. Oh boy, this is are these this is awesome. Are these, it's like a 20-sided die? Awesome. So I'm gonna guess this guy's a fan of tabletop RPGs. Given the name of this knife, oh my god, it is huge! Oh, no way! I thought this was a little tiny thing. Oh my gosh! So okay, it's called the Soulstone. This has got to be modeled after the Diablo Soulstone. I am blown away. Okay, nothing brings me greater joy than being surprised when something that appears to be small... I swear to God, every picture of this knife I saw, I assumed, number one, that it was only like 2/3 the length, maybe half, and much thinner. I thought they just made another little compact knife. So Rike has made an overbuilt... Oh my gosh, look at this weird thing! What the heck? Oh man. Okay, not only is look at that frame lock. Good Lord, what a chunky thing. Not only is this a bizarre shape for a knife, and it's going to be pretty polarizing. Really nice action too. This is the first front flipper. I just realized this is the first overbuilt front flipper I've ever experienced. Yeah, it works really well too because of the amount of leverage you can get on this. I bet this has got to be close to a 1/4 inch. Is there a lock bar insert? Yeah, it looks like I can see something sticking up there. I bet that's entirely on the inside. They've got so much titanium that, yeah, it's got a huge lock bar insert there. All the milling for weight reduction. Look at this fat knife. Oh my gosh. So I kind of like that it's like very, utility blade, right? It's got like it's just like a super thick Warncliffe with a double notch at the end. What a weird blade shape. Oh my gosh. And then, oh yeah, oh my gosh, you can reverse flick it so easy. So this groove is cut really deep into the blade. Not sharp, but just super deep. So reverse flicking it, oh, it's so easy. Ha! Wow, this is wild. Action feels great. I always thought, you know, an overbuilt front flipper just wouldn't work. This is nuts. Let me see the what the blade stock thickness is. I think it said it was M390. I'm gonna guess this guy is a big fan of tabletop and video game RPGs. If this is in fact a reference to the Diablo Soulstone, yeah, very nearly a quarter inch, 236 thousandths. Oh my gosh! And again, it's an M3, so it's just a big super chunk of M390. God, that's awesome. Some people really hate these and they get really upset. Why do a big old overbuilt knife will take away a purpose of a knife? Oh, it's okay. It's okay for things to not be perfectly utilitarian. Sometimes it's just for fun, right? And here's the magic of it. You can just not buy it and live your life. It can exist and not make sense, and your life just goes on. Or you can dedicate a bunch of emotional energy to it and have it still exist and not go away. You might as well just let it be. But yeah, it is definitely a huge, cumbersome, ridiculous object. But stuff like this, for me, I mean, even if it is like real, I would define this as an ugly knife, but in a way that makes me smile, in a way that makes me happy, because it's absolutely bizarre. I wonder, okay, here's just a theory. If I had another one of these and put them together, it would look almost exactly like the Soulstone from Diablo. I mean, because that was the one thing I was like, it kind of looks like that, but you know, the Soulstone that I was thinking of is more of a symmetrical. It's kind of a jagged but still symmetrical shape. So putting two of them together side by side, I think would make that exactly. I wonder if that's what he did there. It doesn't look like it would be comfortable, but there's so much material, and this is all contoured as well. There's so much material, it fills the hand so well, and he's knocked the edges down so much. This is just fun. I'm sure the price tag on this is just crazy, but I don't know if they keep this under 400. I mean, that's the thing. You can reduce it to titanium and M390 if you want to, but this is one of those situations where the sheer amount of material is going to play a role in it. This blade could easily make two, almost 125 thousandths M390 blades. It's also a long object. You've also got enough titanium here for two knives. So if they end up at 400 or less, not a bad price at all. I would hope it'd be between 350 and 400. That's about what I'd be looking at there. But yeah, super cool, super fun. That was completely unexpected. Okay, this is not a review. It's just an unboxing and first impressions. We probably should. I'm going to measure this and weigh it real quick. But ultimately what I was going to say is you should expect reviews of both of these, both the Mini 1902 and this enormous Soulstone knife. Yeah, this is essentially 9 inches, 8.9 inches. Blade length is 3.85. Cutting edge is also 3.85. And then the weight, it's got to weigh at least, I would think at least 9 ounces with that much, maybe less, I don't know. At least 8.5. Let's see. Oh, almost, okay. I was way closer than I thought I'd be. 8.6 ounces. So it's heavy, but far from the craziest overbuilt knife that I've ever experienced. That's going to be it today, guys. Fun, weird stuff from Rike. Please keep doing this. Catch-all, Rike. Please make stuff like this. This is fun, right? That's it. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.